In today's lesson, we will discuss statistics. The goal of this lesson will be to define statistical questions and explain how to identify statistical questions. The field of statistics involves gathering data and creating data sets. Data sets have central tendencies, which can be defined as typical values for the sets. There are three main measures of central tendency, and they are the mean, median, and mode of a data set. The mean is the average value of the numbers in a data set. The mode is the most frequently occurring number in a data set, and the median is the middle value in an ordered list of values from a data set. Data sets can be compared with visual aids, and questions can be asked about statistics and data sets. Questions about statistics are called statistical questions, and the defining quality of these questions is that answering them requires the collection and analysis of varied data. To get a better idea of what constitutes a statistical question, let's go over a few questions and determine whether they are statistical questions or not. How old is the president? This is not a statistical question. Why? Because it does not require the collection of varied data to answer. The answer is found by looking up the president's age, which produces just one data point and no variation between data points. As of 2021, what was the median age of US presidents at the time of their inauguration? This is a statistical question. Why? Because it requires the collection of data. Specifically, it requires the age of each US president at the time of their inauguration, and these ages serve as data points. The data then shows that the youngest president to take office was Theodore Roosevelt at 42 in 1901, and the oldest was Joe Biden at 78 in 2021. So the data varies. How many TVs do you have in your house? This is not a statistical question. Once again, the answer provides one data point, and the data does not vary. On average, how many TVs can be found in an American home? This is a statistical question. What makes this a statistical question is the fact that the varying data would have to be gathered to answer it. And since some American homes have no TVs, while others are larger homes with many TVs, the data would vary. So, the goal of this lesson was to define statistical questions and explain how to identify statistical questions. Questions about statistics are called statistical questions. The defining quality of statistical questions is that answering them requires the collection and analysis of varied data. A question that can be answered without gathering and analyzing varied data is not a statistical question. For more information on this topic, contact your teacher.